the system to rule. Both he gives to Yudhishthira. I don't know how many of you know Vishnu Sahasranama was chanted by Bhishma on deathbed. On arrow bed, he chanted, and he gifted the great spiritual principles, the principles of administrating a country through a spiritual way, and gave literally everything to Hastinapur throne and left the body. Listen. See, in our Puranas, every incident and the boon and the whole story you need to connect and see. Only then you will understand the principles. He declares with all the ferociousness, no more sex. I am a brahmachari, Aganda brahmachari. Understand the ferociousness. Time opens. Listen. Whenever something happens on the planet Earth, when the time layer opens, the gods and goddesses shower the flowers. Any incident you read, Devatas were showering the flowers, that incident will be directly related to opening of the time. What is opening of the time? Your vow or the decision is from space, not restricted by time. Understand? Something is imagination, visualization, declaration, if it is bound by time. The same thing, if it is not bound by time, it becomes your space. It becomes your space. If you take the vow of integrity for 3 months, you will be constantly tired, bored, depressed, frustrated. Oh, this is binding. Anything which you think you will break will tire you, bore you, depress you, and force you to break it immediately. Why delay? Most of these people who take some vows for a few days and try to practice, they end up like that only. I know one fellow from Tiruvannamalai, he will go to Sabarimala every year. The day he finishes the darshan, the way he will rush to the lower camp and run to the liquor shop. Because almost for 20 to 30 days he did not touch the liquor. I used to think, then what he must be thinking in Sabarimala when he was going. Because the speed with which he will rush back. Anything is kanta, broken, brings tiredness, means within that time, it does not become part of you. It does not become your space. When Bhishma declares, everyone knows his power of integrity. And he says, I am Akanda Brahmachari. Over, everyone knows it is beyond death. Not even till death, beyond death. In Bengali there is a proverb. They always remind in Ramakrishna Math. A sannyasi can be declared pure only the direction, the way his ashes flow after his dead body is burnt. After you are dead and your body is put to the fire, the way it flows means even that ash should not flow in any wrong direction. It's a very symbolic proverb. Only the ash, the direction of the ash of the sannyasi's fire can prove his purity. Means that ability of akanda, that proves whether something has become your space or not. Understand? Now you put all these statements, the zigzag puzzle. Ferociousness opens time. That makes your imagination, visualization, declaration into your space. When Bhishma declared, I am Akanda Brahmachari, the power. It was so powerful. It was so powerful. Heaven showered. Heaven showered. Understand? Any situation, if you deal it with ferociousness, your declaration becomes space. Your declaration becomes space. Where the whole nature just supports you. What makes you powerlessness? Your own fear or incompletion or distrust on you. You may not stand with something which you are declaring forever, whether it is a sannyas or marriage or oneness or Shakti manifestation, whatever. Your own feeling, you may not stand with it, or you may not be capable of standing with it. That makes you powerless, and that makes things only as a imagination, visualization or declaration without letting it become space. Understand? If you declare from your space the oneness, now you will manifest all the powers of Sadashiva. Because the initiation is same. It's not that initiation is going to change. Initiation is same. That's not going to change. Antidote for not manifesting powers is ferociousness. You just need to add more ferociousness in your oneness declaration. Your inner space need to be told ferociously, oneness is going to be the space from which I am going to make all the decisions. All my decisions are going to be from oneness. All my decisions are going to be from the logic of oneness, visualization of oneness, depth of oneness. Understand? If you want to have a big breakthrough in power manifestation, I am giving you the knack technique. Ferociously deal with your powerlessness. Let ferociousness become the attitude with which you deal your powerlessness. As I told you, the moment I saw the hypocrisy of the society, my ferocious response to the society is my satya. When I saw the stupid sexology ideas and ignorance, stupidity, hypocrisy related to sex, my ferocious response to the society is my brahmacharya. When I saw this whole possession, ownership concept stupidity, it is all about might is right. Understand? Nobody is owner. Just a mighty fellow is owner. That's all. Don't think ownership and all is absolute. No. Might is right. That's all. Is the reality of ownership. Legality of ownership and reality of ownership is different. Understand? The whole hypocrisy of the ownership and possessiveness of the society, my ferocious response to it is aparigraha. And whole society's economy system, not that somebody cheats you for money, the very concept cheats you. Not that somebody cheats you for money, exploits you for money, the very concept of money cheats you. My response to that, ferocious response to that, is asteya. My ferocious response to the philosophy, highest practiced philosophy on the planet Earth is might is right. In a way, they try to make it as right is might. But actually might is right. My ferocious response to this hypocrisy of might is right is my ahimsa. Understand, your ferociousness makes your declaration as part of your space. Bring ferociousness into your declaration of oneness, you will manifest powers. There is no other cheating methodology or knack. Hypocrisy. God is not a snake, so you play some sound and mantra and he just dances for you. No. No, you always think he's like a snake, so you play some mantra and he will just stand up and dance for you. No. Bring ferociousness into your oneness declaration. Sadashiva will manifest through you. You will manifest all the powers. The moment I made you manifest one power, I have already initiated you. After that, only help I can do to you is help you to become more ferocious in your oneness. That's all. The moment one power is manifested, already borewell is drilled and we have reached the water source. After that, I have nothing to do other than fixing you the motor pump and making the water available to you constantly. Ferociousness is the motor pump. And the source is inexhaustible. Deal with your powerlessness ferociously. declare your oneness ferociously. The moment you decide to declare your oneness ferociously, you manifest all the powers of Mahadeva, all the powers of Sadashiva. All the powers of Sadashiva. All your powerlessness, silly conversations, silly pleasures. That's the right word I'll use. Silly pleasures. Deal all your silly thought currents, silly pleasures with ferociousness. Deal all your silly thought currents and silly pleasures with ferociousness. I tell you, especially the Adinavasis and Sangha members who are getting trained directly through Jira, understand this helps you in 10,000 ways. This Nava Avarana, Tantramsha means in Sanskrit software, 9-layer softwares with which I am training people to reflect their life. If you see, first of all, with all your integrity, record whatever you are doing and what is happening in the Jira. Within a week, you can see very clearly how shallow, silly your life is wasted and destroyed in unconsciousness. How stupid, how you are destroying your life. How your internal and external conversations are silly. Even if you think it is chilly, no, it is silly. If you document your whole day's thought current, how you spend time in tiredness, boredom, depression, inactive, and how much of time you spend active, intelligence, involved with the life, involving with the oneness, involving the power manifestation. If you see all that, then you will understand how unconscious your life is. It is like mirror, and how you can evolve you. How you can evolve you. Understand, thousands of times you would have failed. That does not mean you are a failure. If you don't start any new method, if you don't try any new method to be successful, then you are a failure. Your failures does not make you as a failure. Listen. Your failures does not make you as a failure. Your non-trying makes you as failure. Be integrated to this Navatantramsha and see how your life, thought current, everything is spent, wasted, destroyed. Your time is life. And how you can enter into ferociousness with oneness. Understand, if you just know how ignorant and unconscious you are, you will understand. It is your powerlessness, your integrity to your powerlessness is the reason why you are not manifesting powers. Many people have already decided, power manifestation is not for me. I will do the construction. I will do this work. I will do that work. No. I tell you, only with power manifestation, only by ferociously manifesting oneness, the purpose of your life will be fulfilled. Purpose of your existence will be fulfilled. Everything else is stupidity, waste of time, waste of energy, waste of life itself. Drop the silly conversations, silly pleasures, silly ways of pleasing yourself and pleasing others. No. Bring matured conversation within you and with others. Bring ferociousness to your oneness declaration. Oneness should be imagined, visualized, declared, ferociously digested in your space. Oneness should be imagined, visualized, declared, digested into your inner space ferociously. The way you declare oneness, even your atmosphere, the air which comes out of your body and mixes, that area is called your atmosphere, Vatavarana. Even your Vatavarana should know, yes, he means it. Kannagi declaring her chastity, even the Vatavarana was shivering, shaking. King dropped dead. Understand? King dropped dead. The ferociousness of oneness in me was more powerful than my bone marrow and bones. That is why even the fracture of the bones did not move me away from ferociousness and my ferocious oneness. Still we have video. I just got up and said, I think there is a fracture. Shall we give a medical attention to it? Multiple compound fracture. I am telling, I think there is a fracture. Shall we give a medical attention to it? As usual, how I leave the campus, when I go to somewhere, some program, I'll first go to temple, then go to Kalabhairava. I followed the same procedure. We have a video. I went to temple and took darshan and went to Kalabhairava, went to Ganesh, Subramanya, and then said, come on, let's go to hospital. Give the medical attention. Your ferocious declaration of oneness should be more powerful than your bone and bone marrows. The air which goes inside you and comes out should give witness to the air outside. Hey, this fellow is in oneness. Don't play games with him. The breath which goes inside you and comes out should give witness statement to the air outside. Hey, he is in oneness. I went and checked every corner. Don't play games with him. The prana which goes inside and comes out should give a witness statement to your vatavarana about the ferociousness with which you are in oneness. Nothing else. It's all simple, ferocious declaration of oneness. The ferociousness added to your oneness makes you manifest powers. That's it. That's it. All you need is ferociousness. In your oneness declaration. That's it. Infuse more and more ferociousness into your oneness declaration. Let the time open up. Let the time not have influence over your oneness declaration. Let the time not bore you, tire you, depress you from the declaration or the existence of oneness. Let your ferociousness be more powerful than the time. If you know your whole life you are going to be brahmachari, brahmacharya will never be any problem. You just know it's a trend, that's all. If you know your whole life you are going to be integrated, integrity will never be a problem. If you know your whole life you are going to attend the morning satsang, coming to morning satsang will never be a problem. If you know your whole life you are going to be doing morning yoga will never be a problem. Because you think you have an option, you can break it, you can, you don't, you may not, you jill not. That is where the whole problem starts. Then things stand as an imagination. You imagine going to morning yoga, building a heavy body, six-pack yogic body, and continue to remain with pot belly. Then all your ideas remain as imagination, visualization, or declaration never becomes your space, power manifestation. Bring ferociousness. Let your inner space know time will not be able to change your principles. Time will not be able to change your principles. I tell you, anybody who is not power manifesting, you are stuck in the hypocrisy. Your declarations are not true. They are only in the level of imagination and visualization, not even to the level of declaration. You have plan B in your hand ready-made. There is no ferociousness in your oneness declaration. Oneness is imagination for you, not lifestyle. If you declare your oneness as a lifestyle, power will manifest now, because you will break the layer of time. Bring ferociousness in your declaration of oneness like Bhishma. Anybody brings ferociousness in the declaration of oneness is Shiva Garna. Is Shiva Garna. And I also strongly recommend and request you to become part of the Nityananda Sangha, member of the Nityananda Sangha. Last few days I am sitting in courtyard and trying to work out how I can use softwares and modern day gadgets to constantly raise you to the oneness and make you manifest powers. The Charya Pada for modern day is getting ready with Navatantramsha. Charya Pada means lifestyle component through lifestyle power manifestation. Mahadeva gives power manifestation through lifestyle. I am trying to bring that in a form of software, so understand, I am opening the doors of Kailasa. From wherever you are, you can remain as Kailasavasis. By connecting through this Adi Kailasa Tantramsha, I am evolving a new software called Adi Kailasa Tantramsha. Through connecting through this software, constantly you will be made to manifest the power of oneness. So from wherever you are, you can become part of the Adi Kailasa and start experiencing superconscious breakthrough and manifest powers. So today again, tonight I am continuing to sit in the courtyard to evolve the Adi Kailasa Tantramsha. Today with bonfire. Because now the energy of Amavasya started. We have, in next 2-3 days we have Amavasya. So during the few days of Amavasya and Purnima, if you sit with fire, that whole energy of the nature gets imbibed in your system. That's why the homas, yajnas, yahas during the Amavasya and Purnami. Anyhow, let the software be ready. It will reach you, help you, support you to manifest powers and experience Adi Kailasa. So with this, I sincerely request all of you to become part of the sign up to be a member of Nityananda Sangha. I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living, Shuddhadvaita Saivam, Maha Sadashivoham, the eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
स्वभावचिन्मयानन्दं कृपापूर्णं जगत्पतिं हरिषड्वर्गजेतारं नित्यानन्दगुरुं भजे.
Let's enter into the next sutra. Focus on fire rising through your form from the toes up until the body burns to ashes, but not you. This is again one of my favorite technique, because one of my predecessor, Ramana Maharshi, became enlightened through this technique. Let me describe Ramana Maharshi's experience in his own words. Then you can understand this technique. He says, around the age of 16, suddenly one day, very strong feeling or the fear of death started happening in him. A 16-year-old boy, fear of death means, first thing what we would have done, hey, call doctor, we would have shouted 911, this, that, everything. Of course, fortunately in India, no 911. And nothing can be called. And he was not even bothered or perturbed. He did not even bother about calling or telling the family or even the relatives who were there in the same house. He was in Madurai at that time. Just he stretched his body straight and decided to go through the experience. He just lie down like a dead body and started seeing what is going on inside. Understand? A very courageous decision. Very courageous decision. He says beautifully, I saw very clearly I was dying. Step by step, slowly the body died. Suddenly I remembered, yes, only body is dead. I am alive. I exist still. I am there. And he says in the experience he saw very clearly, as if his body being carried, burnt, reduced to ashes, everything happened. In few seconds, everything happened. But suddenly he says, something opened, clicked. Yes, body has disappeared. I died. It is burnt. Everything is over. But I exist. I exist. I am not dead. This was such a strong experience. Bhagavan says, once for all, the death fear left me. The fear of death has left me. And that experience, I exist, stayed forever. Once for all. Understand? In half an hour, you can become enlightened. That is what Bhagavan is saying by expressing this. All it takes is half an hour. Logical mind, an ordinary mind, very difficult for the mind to understand. How can just one simple experience give so much of clarity and courage? An experience transform the whole life. He says within that experience, after that experience happened, within few days he left the house all alone and travelled and came and settled in Arunachala and never left the Arunachala after that. Maybe Ramana Maharshi should have practiced this technique for many janmas before that birth. Whatever he practiced, that experience only just automatically opened up. Opened up and pulled him inside and gave the truth. Let me repeat the sutra and we will try to understand. Focus on fire rising through your form from the toes up until the body burns to ashes, but not you. It's a very, I can say practically all mystical tradition in the planet Earth use this technique, including Christianity and Sufism. Even in Christianity they use this technique. In many Catholic monasteries and nunneries they use this technique. I read the other day one of the esoteric Christian groups spiritual groups, not the social group, the spiritual group, who are fully engaged in transforming them and enlightenment science. Spiritual group. They say that they are nuns. Every day they will lie down inside the coffin before sleeping for 2 hours. Of course, open coffin, not closed. They will lie down and meditate that they are dead. In Sufism, they dig a pit and lie down in that and meditate. Of course, in Vedanta, this is one of the, I can say that most used technique in Vedanta for enlightenment is this death meditation. Kathopanishad describes this technique wonderfully. Most used technique in Vedanta. Everybody before taking sannyas has to go through this technique. And in Buddhism, anybody who is initiated into sannyas, first thing he has to do is he has to go and sit in the graveyard for 3 months and see continuously dead bodies being burnt and visualize that he is also being burnt. If you have that much courage, it's good. You can go and sit in graveyard and see the dead bodies being burnt every day. Of course, unfortunately here in this country you can't see. It's all electrical. In India you can see it's a open burning. Natural process. They will arrange the wood and put the body and burn. I have seen. I myself personally had this experience in Varanasi. Let me describe this sutra, then I will add my personal experience. Focus on fire rising through your form from the toes up until the body burns to ashes, but not you. Mahadeva says, visualize the fire rising out of your body, slowly, step by step. Let your form be burnt. He is saying beautifully. Let your form be burnt. Let your body turn into ashes, but not you. Let me describe exactly what happened with me when I had experience with this technique. I always used to think I should have the experience of death or face death directly, face to face. But somehow that thought never became a priority. See, any thought has to become priority. Only then experience can happen. If it is just in corner of one mind like a 100 and work, it should become priority in your laundry list. Not last. It should become priority. Usually in our laundry list, washing, cleaning and cleaning the house and paying the rent and phone bill. If time permits, enlightenment also. If time permits, meditation also. That's all. But here, that way things will not work. Only when it becomes top priority, when urge becomes urgent, things starts transforming in you. Otherwise it is okay, but nothing much can be done. One small story, one guy goes to the doctor and says, "Doctor, I tried to commit suicide by taking 1000 aspirins." Doctor asks, "What happened?" He says, no, after 2 I felt better, I stopped. So, you may feel better after 2 aspirins, if it is in your laundry list. But, only if it is in top priority, experience can be achieved. So, it was not in my top priority. Somehow it was getting postponed. When I went to Varanasi, Varanasi is the holy city for Hindus. largest floating populated city, floating population. 300,000 people per day enter and go out. Such huge floating population per day, average. That is the amazing thing. And per day, 300 people are burnt in one place. 300 dead bodies are burnt in one place. Manikarnika Ghat, they call it Manikarnika Ghat, where traditionally it is believed if you leave the body, or if somebody dies in that area, or if somebody's body is burnt in that area, they will be liberated. They will have direct enlightenment. Not only it is traditional belief, Ramakrishna confirms it from his own experience. He says that I saw very clearly Shiva, Mahadeva himself going near every pyre and taking that soul, unclutching it from the body mind and liberating. He says, I saw it with my own experience. So, you can't say it's a mythological belief. It's a solid experience. I had the fortune of going to that ghat. Understand, traditionally, not only it is believed, it is true, for last 2000 years, the fire has never been put off. Whether it rains or shines, flood or whatever it is, they will not bring fire when they come to the Manikarnika Ghat with a dead body. From the fire will be taken and lit. It's a Akanda Smashana, means unbroken fire. Means day and night bodies will be getting supplied. I saw sometime they do bunker cart system, 2-3 bodies at a time. Because so much bodies are coming, I don't know from where people are dying so much. Because if you sit half an hour, something like 200 bodies comes. And especially in the evenings, because from around the place whoever dies, they will start walking from their place carrying the body. Ram Nam Satya Hai, Ram Nam Satya Hai, that is the mantra they will chant and walk. By the time it becomes evening, they will reach the Manikarnika. Totally per day average 300 bodies are burnt. Only in the evening 200 bodies will be there. Because evening only they will all reach the Manikarnika. Whatever is said and done, I cannot describe the experience verbally. Only you have to see there to have that experience. To tell you honestly, the fear of death just disappeared. When you see so many bodies, arey, what is there? Like this only I am also going to go, okay. You feel there is so many people giving company. You don't feel lonely about death. You feel it's like one more trip. Arey, so many people are there. Chalo, it's okay. And this is what is going to happen. See, if you see one body being burnt rarely once in a while, you will have that fear. There you will see unimaginable. And no ritual, nothing. They will bring the body, straight they will dip in the Ganga. 3 times, Ram Nam Satya Hai, Ram Nam Satya Hai, Ram Nam Satya Hai, over. Means Rama's name is the ultimate truth. Rama's name is the only eternal truth. Rama's name is the only eternal truth. They will remember this 3 times, put the body into the water, just bring it out and keep. By the time the pyre will be ready, the wood will be arranged, ready. Actually, they continuously keep on arranging. Even if bodies are not coming, they are keeping on continuously arranging. I asked them, why do you guys arrange continuously? You don't know, Swamiji, in half an hour, 200 will come. They have accounts as if they know for sure. And the bodies come and it's arranged. They give like a token based on the entry. The moment body enters, they will give the token. And another funny thing, no relatives stay there and do any ritual. The moment they do the Ram Nam Satya Hai, Ram Nam Satya Hai, dip 3 times to the Ganga and throw the body there and go away, that's all. Because the people who are there, the maintaining, they will take care. And you don't know how long it will take the body which you brought, your friend or relative's body, to be put in the fire. It's in the queue system. Continuously it's going on. All I did let me try to sit here and see what goes on. And I sat. Just in half an hour, 1 hour, the death is no more a strange incident which happens once in a while for some relative or friend. It became like okay, next, that's all. Next, that's all. All size, all gender, all age, all kinds, all color, all community, all religion also. Anyhow, these guys are seekers. So even they bring the bodies. Even their bodies are brought. All kinds. When continuously you see this happening, you actually lose respect for death. Now you have too much respect, too much of ideas about it. It is nothing, the breath which went inside did not come out, that's all. And chalo, the people who are sitting waiting for the property are enjoying, over. That's all, what is there? And nothing much. Neither anything can be done about it, nor anything can be repented. Now what is there over? Neither you can fast forward, nor you can rewind. Over. And when I saw that body is being burnt continuously, initially the little fear which was there disappeared. And slowly, not only fear, it became interest. I started going near and started helping them. Helping them. Then, slowly I started thinking, after all, this body is also going to become like this. Yes, over. When you remember that death is going to happen to you, the respect which you carry for your ego will come down. Because whatever you think should not leave you is ego. When you know for sure everything is going to leave you, then the respect for ego just drastically drops. And especially, I'm a kind of a too sharp, straightforward guy. So straight away the respect for ego dropped. Then I decided, after all I'm going to die. Either I should have death experience now itself and live without the death fear, or die and see. That's all. But I have to see the death. There is a small Shiva temple in one corner and a small tower above the temple. I went and sat in that tower so that nobody will disturb me. In one corner I sat. If you see in the biography souvenir, you will see the photograph where I had the first death experience. I sat there. I am in Varanasi. The one statement I can make, Varanasi is just a physical manifestation of Hinduism. See, whatever Hinduism offers to the world, Varanasi is the physical manifestation. It is not just Mahadeva. All gods, it is city of gods. Again, I don't know what to tell, how to tell. Every god is inside Mahadeva. But it is not just Mahadeva. It's every divine energy. Please understand, only one God is a stupid theory. There is only God is a reality. Only one God is stupid theory. There is only God is reality. Understand, there is a difference between these two statements. As long as you see many things, there are many gods, because everything is God. When you start seeing only one thing, that one thing is God, then there is only one God. Understand? If you see nothing, that nothing is God. So, there is only one God is stupidity. There is only God is the reality. In Varanasi, as many things as you see, so many gods are there. Understand? In Varanasi, there is only God. So anything you see is God. That is why there is only God is a most powerful statement than only one God. I am telling you, from yesterday, the moment I landed into Varanasi, just, if I had to describe in one word, feels like Sadashiva, center of all the enlightenment, power, consciousness, truth, energy, everything. It is just from yesterday I can see the Sadashiva multifold expanding and exploding. So I welcome every one of you. Please come as early as possible. When I am here, what are you doing there? When I am here, what are you doing there? Come on. It is time you come and experience Varanasi, the Maheshwara, Sadashiva. This is the place where you can experience the love current of Mahadeva. Because this whole city, Mahadeva created for the sake of Parvati, for the sake of Devi, because Devi wanted to settle down in plains. Mahadeva created this city. Beautifully the story describes, after Sati leaves the body, when she assumes the next body as Parvati and gets married to Mahadeva, and then Ganesha happens, Kartikeya happens, then Devi asks, let's go and settle down in plains with the whole family. Then Mahadeva chooses this place. After he chose this place and settled down, this place is Anandavana. Then Devi wanted to bless her previous Janma father Daksha. So Parvati and Mahadeva both appear in front of Daksha, who was staying at the time in Haridwar, in his palace in Kankal. So by then he has become Shiva devotee and he was worshipping Mahadeva, Daksheshwar Mahadeva, and Devi and Parvati appear, Devi and Shiva appear and bless him. After the blessings, Devi invites Daksha and wife of Daksha to come and stay in Varanasi. So they both also moved to Varanasi to live Vanaprastha life. And as a whole family, in-laws and earlier Janma in-laws, Mahadeva lived here. To see all of them, Ganga comes. To have darshan of Mahadeva, and everyone, Ganga comes here. This is the beautiful city where you can experience the love current of Mahadeva, and I welcome every one of you. Please come here to experience the love current of Mahadeva. Anywhere in the world, you can say there is only one God, but in Varanasi, you can say only one statement, that is, there is only God. Understand? Anywhere in the world you can say there is only one God. In Varanasi, I should say there is only God. Anywhere you see, it is God, God, God. And God. So come here to experience God. Anything can be given up to experience Varanasi, but nothing should come in between you and experiencing Varanasi. Ganga here is love current of Mahadeva. Here, Ganga is the love current of Mahadeva. She is not just flowing away from Mahadeva, she is flowing on Mahadeva in Varanasi. She is flowing on Mahadeva in Varanasi. Varanasi, Ganga. I have no words and nothing much to speak. Just my big smile, only that speaks, that can speak volumes about Varanasi. Whatever I want to say is already expressing through my wide smile. See, when you guys see me physically, how you have the wide big smile on your face, which is uncontrollable. That is exactly I am going through now. So that's all I can say. So I bless you all. Let you all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Advaita, the eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
Nityananda Dhyanapitham, Nityananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nityananda.org, www.youtube.com/lifeblissfoundation.
नित्यानन्देश्वर समारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि मध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. इस समय हमारे साथ उपस्थित सभी भक्तों, सन्यासियों और शिष्यों का प्रेम एवं आशीर्वाद सहित स्वागत करता हूँ. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, samajis, satsangis, Sri Mahants, Mahants, Kotaris, Tanedars sitting with us all over the world at this time through Nityananda TV, Lotus News Channel, Sadhana TV, and through two-way video conferencing, having Nayanadiksha in many cities, many countries around the world. This place is Anandavana. Varanasi is called as Anandavana because this is Mahadeva's quarters. This is where he lives. The first quarters he built for himself. The first city he developed for himself, Anandavana. All of you may be aware that for 26th inner awakening in Anandavana, Varanasi. "23rd ingenious." Let me be very honest. Whenever I come to Varanasi, I feel like an owner. That's the exact feeling. Like a king, owner. This is the place of Vishwanatha, Kala Bhairava. Nityam Advitiyam Ishta Daivatam Niranjanam. Kala Bhairava, the space of eternal Advaita. Advitiyam Ishta Daivatam Niranjanam. This is Anandavana, this place. Whenever I land in this place, just Kundalini goes crazy. My Kundalini itself. And where it is, I don't know. It goes for... And the energy, the body radiates. So healthy it feels. The whole inner space and the... So literally the word Anandavana is true. That is why this place melts away all the karmas. Please understand. Yesterday evening, I can say late evening, we were all having night out with Ganga. In a boat, we all went to be with Ganga. It was so nice. And we did the formal Kashi Yatra, which you are supposed to do from Asi to Varuna. That is called Kashi Pradakshina, means going around. All the IA participants, don't worry, you will also be doing that in next few days. And we were doing Rudrabhishekam. After the Rudrabhishekam, I myself performed Rudrabhishekam. For the Shivalinga which is supposed to go to Seattle, the deity I energized and did the Rudrabhishekam. After the Rudrabhishekam, I told our Swami to put that flowers and milk into Ganga. I saw the moment he poured that flowers and milk into Ganga, some 30-40 bhutas holding that, only very little fell on the Ganga. These fellows were holding and running, sprinkling here, there, that milk and that flowers. I was wondering what these fellows are doing. They are all Ganga cleaners. They were all the conscious cleaners of Ganga. They serve Mahadeva, means Kalbhairava. They serve Kalbhairava, helping Kalbhairava to keep Ganga spiritually clean. There are few places where some of the worst sinners have taken bath. These fellows are taking that milk and sprinkling in all those ghats, those areas. Only in Varanasi, the Bhutas and Pretas have a right to enter into an enlightened master's energy field. Otherwise, they cannot enter my field. They will be liberated. The moment they enter my energy field, they will be liberated. But in Kashi, they serve Mahadeva, Kalbhairava. So they are all like Ishvara Kotis. Kalbhairava allowed them to be in that Sarira. So they never harm anybody, they only serve. It is such a... Bhutas and Pretas means the people who leave the body before the time they were supposed to leave the body. And in Kashi, these fellows get a special opportunity to serve Mahadeva, serve Kalbhairava, for keeping the place clean, like scavengers, and kicking out the unwanted fellows out of Varanasi. The fellows who are not qualified to be in Varanasi, they kick them out. And people who are supposed to be in Varanasi, they bring them here. It is like a cleaning and security job these Bhutas and Pretas do in Varanasi. The whole Kashi is celebrating. Understand that. The whole Varanasi is celebrating. All the gods, goddesses, Shiva Ganas, Shiva Bhutas, Shiva Bhaktas, all of them are celebrating. I can only say, get ready to have the best spiritual blast. And anything else I say, you may think marketing, and I don't want you to have that cheap word marketing for Varanasi. I tell you, this is the most fascinating city in the world. Here, cows, bulls, dogs, beggars, dead bodies, snakes, all of us have to literally scratch each other while we walk, and that is the way we can survive. That's the only way we can survive. You will see the dead body cloth will be touching your body while you are walking. Bulls and cows, literally scratching them, their itching or irritation on you can see. And dogs, but none of them hurt each other. It is like a literal miniature cosmos. Miniature cosmos, none of them hurt each other. They all live together in such a small place, that main Varanasi is the place, they all live together. It's a tradition that bulls don't hurt here anybody, and the lizard will not make sound, the eagle will not fly on this Varanasi, and any flower you bring inside the Varanasi, it will not have smell, any flower, because all smell belongs to Kalbhairava. That's a tradition. Sometimes people think, the stupid fellows think, seeing my devotion to Kashi, all this, they think, he speaks so logically, all great principles like Advaita and all that. Why is he so irrational and superstitious about all this Kashi and this, that? I want to tell those stupid fellows, the real me is my love and devotion and belief and faith in all these, what you call as simple things. Touching every stone in every street corner in Vishwanatha temple in Kashi, and every day sprinkling Ganga, sitting with Ganga. I'll be more happy to do all this than anything else. I tell you, this is real Nityananda. Even some of our own devotees were not able to digest. In the Kashi, whenever any stone, any pillar, any post I see, I'll do namaskar. Oh, Vishwanatha. Because this city is not built out of stone or pillar or pole or any construction material. This whole city is built out of all our intense, sincere, sacred sentiments. intense, sincere, sacred sentiments. This whole Varanasi is built on sacred sentiments. That is why Ramakrishna says it is a golden city. We were publishing a special issue on inner awakening in sacred places, Varanasi and Haridwar. In that my editor, she has written about Manikarnika Ghat, saying that this is the largest crematorium ground and all that, and people burn their near and dear ones' dead bodies here, believing that they will directly go to heaven or liberation. I immediately called and, what do you mean? What do you mean by saying believing people will reach the heaven or liberation? I told her, put it in affirmative and put my name as authority. Anybody burnt here are liberated immediately. Mahadeva appears and initiates them, liberates them. This is avimukta kshetra, never forsaken, never given up. Avimukta kshetra. Varanasi is literally like a cosmos. If you understand it, it is most fascinating. You will see such a beautiful order in the chaos. If you don't, you will see so much of chaos even in the order. If you don't understand, it will be frustrating. If you understand, this will be the most fascinating city. And I think next 21 days I am not going to speak anything other than the glory of Varanasi. I don't think anything will even come up in my mind or in my inner space. I can't say mind because I don't have mind. At least my inner space. I am going to be only speaking about Varanasi, Varanasi, Varanasi. Vishwanatha, Vishwanatha, Vishwanatha. This city is older than history itself, and far older than legends itself, and still most fascinating. If you are watching me, I tell you, just come. I know, even now, it is not too late. Get up and be here. I know you may be thinking, oh, every time Swami does like this same thing. He goes to Kailasa and says, get up and come. And he goes to Varanasi and says, oh, it is so nice here, please come. Anyhow, inner awakening in Varanasi is too much. Varanasi itself is too much. Inner awakening is too much. And inner awakening in Varanasi too much. After the marriage with Parvati, Mahadeva wants to stay with all the Ganas and Ganapati, Subramanya and everyone. It's a large, beautiful community. So they all decided and chose this place, Varanasi, and settled down here. Then after that only Ganga came and had darshan of Mahadeva. Varanasi was older than Ganga. At that time, this place is called Anandagandha, Anandavana. And the word Anandagandha is used in our whole spiritual literatures only once. by Adi Shankara when he sings about Vishwanatha in Vishwanatha Ashtaka. He sings, that time he uses the word Anandagandha. And at those days it was called Anandavana. Then after the Ganga came and had darshan of Mahadeva, Varuna and Asi joined, it became Varanasi. I think maybe one of my longest stays in this body in Varanasi is this next 25 days. I'll be here in Varanasi 25 days. Nothing much to tell other than Hara Hara Mahadev. It's a place to freak out. That's the truth. No, really. It's a place for spiritual freaks. Actually, I can only define me as a spiritual freak. Now that is the definition of Paramahamsa. Paramahamsa means spiritual freak. That's a right translation of the word Paramahamsa. So this is the word, place to freak out. All the spiritual freakers gather here. The meaning of the word Shivagana is nothing but spiritual freaks. This is the place where spiritual freaks gather. This is not Vaikuntha, this is Kailasa. This is Mahadeva's community, Varanasi. Of course, Vishnu also is here, but he also becomes one of the Shivaganas and spiritual freaks. Even Vishnu applies Vibhuti and becomes a spiritual freak here. Here even Devi worships Mahadeva. Anandavana. Here even death is a liberation and celebration. Even death is a liberation and celebration. Among the 7 Jivan Mukti Kshetras, this is the foremost. Kashi is the foremost Jivan Mukta Kshetra. Anandavana, where even now Mahadeva relaxes and enjoys his own inner space and glory. Thus Ananda Dandava. Celebrates his own existence. How, when you are in high mood, you take a selfie and put it in the Facebook. Same way, Vishwanatha is a selfie of Mahadeva. Vishwanatha and Kalabhairava is selfie of Mahadeva. Because he was such an ecstasy, he took a selfie and posted it to all of us. That is Vishwanatha and Kalabhairava. And for all the inner awakening participants who arrived here one day early, I have a special surprise for you guys. Today I am going to take you guys to Ganga. Program starts tomorrow only, but today a personal, intimate time with Ganga. Be ready here in the same hall around, sorry, the hall will not be available, but outside around 4:30. The organizers will announce the time. Please all of you gather. We will have a beautiful time with Ganga and Ganga Aarti. I was having some other plans, but I decided to accommodate and spend time with you guys. This is a special gift from Gangama to all of you for coming one day early. I know organizers and all may not be able to come. They will have to be preparing for tomorrow everyone to, I know they will be already crying, oh God, tomorrow there is so much to be done. And but you guys have to cooperate the whole daytime. You guys finish everything required for all the formalities, registration, everything. You all finish and be ready to have time with Ganga and the Master in the evening. First human being who started thinking is Kapila, and he lived in Varanasi. His samadhi is in Varanasi. He had his enlightenment, education, everything here, and his samadhi is in Varanasi. He is the founder of our Akada, Mahanirvani Akada. And from Kapila, the unbroken thought current chain of eternal spiritual flow is available. Still, he himself is alive here. Vishwanatha is alive here. You will be surprised and shocked to know the devotion of Varanasi Vasis, Kashi Vasis towards Vishwanatha. See, it's like a local people will always take the deity and temple for granted. But only here you will see, you will be shocked, the devotion the Kashi Vasis, the localites carry, Kashiites carry for Vishwanatha. He is a lifeline for them. He is a lifeline for them. The essence of today's satsang is Varanasi. Varanasi, the place of Anandavana, blissful forest and place of spiritual freaks. I bless you all. Let you all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching and causing eternal bliss. Nityananda. Thank you.
Nityananda Dhyana Peetham, Nityananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nityananda.org. www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.
नित्यानन्देश्वरसमारम्भां नित्यानन्देश्वरिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love and respects. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Sarvanya Pita Yajamans, Samajis, Satsangis, Shri Mahants, Mahants, Tanedar Kotari, everyone sitting with us through Nityananda TV and two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha all over the world.
आनन्दम् आनन्दं नित्यानन्दमे नित्यानन्दम् आनन्दं नित्यानन्दमे आनन्दम् आनन्दं नित्यानन्दमे नित्यानन्दम् आनन्दम्.
It's my privilege and honor. On behalf of the Nityananda Sangha, I would like to kindly welcome Agora Pitadishwar, Atmaram Maharaj Ji from Kinaram Mat, Hariharpur. He is from the Aghora Sampradaya and he is in the lineage of the great Aghori Baba, Kinaram Maharaj Ji. And I would like to first give a little bit introduction about Kinaram Baba. Actually, last year, we were having inner awakening in the same place. On the night of 1st July 2005, when Swamiji was resting in Samadhi, Swamiji suddenly heard a flight sound. Usually in Samadhi, Swamiji won't hear any sound or he won't see anything. But Swamiji was shocked. Then slowly, Swamiji started recognizing the external atmosphere. He thought, we are nowhere near an airport. And even if there is an airport, when I fall into Samadhi, I never hear any sound of flight moving and all that. How come? When Swamiji was wondering like this, he suddenly saw Kinaram Babaji was flying in his cot.
नित्यानंदम, जब पिछली बार स्वामी जी का कार्यक्रम यहाँ चल रहा था, जब स्वामी जी यहाँ पे बनारस में थे, तो जब स्वामी जी समाधि अवस्था में रहे, उस समय में स्वामी जी को एक शब्द सुनाई दिया, जैसे फ्लाइट मतलब एयरबस का जो है साउंड सुनाई दिया. स्वामी जी ने कहा कि यहाँ पे कोई तो एयरपोर्ट तो है नहीं, तो ये साउंड आया कहाँ से. तो जब वो देखे खोल करके, तो किनारम बाबा जो है वो अपने जो कट है ना चारपाई, उस पे बैठ करके उड़ रहे हैं.
Kinaram Baba is a great Aghori who used to fly just by touching his cot. Wherever he wants to go, he will just touch that cot. He used to sit on a wooden cot, and that cot is still there in his ashram in Varanasi. He is not using his body anymore. His body is in Jiva Samadhi, but he doesn't need that body and all that. Like helicopter, that cot used to go along with him. When Swamiji saw him, he asked, "Where are you going?" Kinaram Baba replied, "No, I came to give darshan. This time I will express through you." This time I will express through you and give all the initiation.
उस समय जब स्वामी जी वाराणसी में थे, तो किनाराम बाबा इतने महान हैं कि वो जो चारपाई है उसको छूते ही वो उड़ता है. वो कहीं पे भी जाते थे वो उड़ करके पहुंच सकते थे, उड़ करके जा सकते थे. जब उस समय स्वामी जी ने उनको देखा, तो उन्होंने कहा कि इस समय में मैं आया हूँ और कि आपके जरिए, मतलब स्वामी जी के जरिए ही जो दीक्षाएं यहाँ पे हो रहे हैं, जो शक्तियों का दीक्षा हो रहे हैं, वो सारे स्वामी जी के द्वारा मैं स्वयं आपके द्वारा इसमें दीक्षा दूंगा यहाँ पे बनारस में, ऐसा उन्होंने कहा।
This time I will express through you and give all the initiations. Make all these people do whatever need to be done through this Kundalini awakening. And Swamiji just bowed down in respect and offered him his respects.
स्वामी अपने प्रेमपूर्ण भाव से नमस्कार किया, कीनाराम बाबा जी का प्रणाम किए।
And by that time, in 2 to 3 seconds, in just 2 to 3 seconds, when Swamiji was offering his respects, the entire idea of respected, and the person respected, all that disappeared, and Swamiji fell into the space of Advaita.
उस समय में जब स्वामी जी उनको अपना सम्मान प्रदर्शन कर रहे थे, अपना प्रणाम कर रहे थे, उस समय में उस 2 सेकंड की स्थिति में सब कुछ उभान हो गया। मतलब अपने आप वो उनका दृश्य, कीनाराम जी का चारपाई, उनका स्वरूप सब कुछ अदृश्य हो गया और स्वामी जी अद्वैत अनुभव में फिर चले गए, मतलब समाधिस्थ हो गए।
Not only in those days, even now, the great beings who achieved the space of Shivoham are just moving around here and there. They are all very much available in this sacred land of Varanasi.
उस समय भी नहीं, आज भी महान आत्माएं बनारस में आज भी वो अवेलेबल हैं हम सब के लिए इस बनारस की पृष्ठभूमि पर।
Kinaram Baba is one of the great Aghori whose recorded biography goes to 440 years.
480 साल की उनकी जो पुराना ये कथा है, जब कीनाराम जी बाबा जी की जो कथा है, ये 480 साल पुराना है, बहुत बहुत पुराना।
Kinaram Baba used to have a cot. Wherever he wants to go and give darshan to some devotees or wants to see someone, he will just tap the cot and it will fly. It will fly wherever he wants to go. He will go and he will bless the people and he will come back using his physical body.
कहीं पे भी कीनाराम बाबा अगर कहीं पे भी जाना चाहते थे, वो अपने वो चारपाई को स्पर्श करते थे और वो वहाँ उड़ करके पहुँच सकते थे। किसी भी भक्त को आशीर्वाद देना है तो वो वहाँ जा सकते थे और वापस आ सकते थे वो इस शरीर के माध्यम से, मतलब शरीर होते हुए वो कहीं पे भी उड़ सकते, पहुँच सकते थे और आ सकते थे और जा सकते थे उड़ करके।
There is no physical, psychological, physiological rules for them. They just break everything.
उनके लिए कोई मानसिक या कोई शारीरिक जैसे नियम है कि इंसान कैसे उड़ सकता है, इंसान कैसे स्पेस में ट्रैवल कर सकता है, वो कोई नियम उनके लिए लागू नहीं होता था। वो किधर भी जाना चाहते थे, कुछ भी करना चाहते थे, वो सब नियम के बाहर था।
And Kinaram Baba's Samadhi, he has a Jiva Samadhi here through which he is still alive.
आज भी उनकी जीव समाधि है यहाँ पे और वो जागृत हैं।
When he was alive, they built their tomb. He just sat and he told his devotees, disciples, to build a tomb, a Jiva Samadhi around him.
उन्होंने अपनी जब वो आखिरी अवस्था में उन्होंने कहा कि वो जीव समाधि बैठे हुए, समाधिस्थ होते हुए उन्होंने कहा था कि वो उनके ऊपर समाधि बनाने के लिए।
He just told his disciples, cover the stone, enough. I'm going to be sitting here forever and blessing all of you. He just said like that, and that is called his Jiva Samadhi, which is still here in Varanasi. The tomb built where you are alive is called Jiva Samadhi.
जहाँ जीव समाधि का मतलब है जहाँ कभी भी वो कभी भी शरीर त्यागे नहीं और कभी भी उनका जो है हमेशा उनका प्राण अभी भी मौजूद है और अनंत अनंत काल के लिए रहेगा। वह जहाँ पर अवेलेबल उनका शरीर और उसके ऊपर समाधि बन करके अवेलेबल हैं, आज भी उस ऊर्जा वहाँ पे कायम है और वही जीव समाधि का स्थल आज भी कीनाराम मठ में आपको दिखने को मिलेगा।
In the same sampradaya, the disciple of Kinaram Babaji, Aghor Pitadeshwar Atmaram Maharaji is here with us today, sharing the stage with Swamiji, and it's a great privilege and a blessing for all of us that Maharaji has come today to grace all of us.
उसी संप्रदाय में आज हमारे साथ उनके परम शिष्य आत्मानंद जी महाराज जी, हरिहरपुर मठ कीनाराम स्थल के पीठाधीश्वर, हमारे साथ यहाँ पधारे हैं स्टेज पर, उन सबका जोर शोर से स्वागत करें ताली बजा करके।
We now request the Maharaj ji to share a few words.
आप महाराज जी से अनुरोध करेंगे कि महाराज जी कुछ शब्द बोलें हमारे सारे भक्तजनों के लिए।
आदरणीय परमहंस नित्यानंद स्वामी जी, काशी के धरती पर आए हुए समस्त श्रद्धालुगण, समस्त संतगण, आप सबको बाबा आत्माराम की तरफ से शुभ प्रणाम। काशी की धरती, बाबा विश्वनाथ की धरती पर आप सभी लोगों का आना कितना आनंदित लग रहा है इस बरसात के मौसम में।
Maharaj is feeling so great that in this rainy season and all of you are here and he is welcoming on behalf of the mutt, all of you present here.
मोक्षदानी माँ गंगा के पवित्र पावन भूमि पर आप सभी लोगों का हार्दिक अभिनंदन। आप लोग धर्म के माध्यम से स्वामी जी के नेतृत्व में यहाँ पधारे हुए हैं। स्वामी जी बहुत महान काम कर रहे हैं, पूरे विश्व में इनकी चर्चाएं चल रही हैं।
Swamiji is doing extraordinary work for the religion, for Sanatana Dharma. All across the world, his work on the Dharma is going on.
ये हमारे धर्मगुरु हैं जो हमको सही दिशा निर्देश दे रहे हैं समय समय पर। भगवान का भी अवतरण हुआ है और जब भी महान आत्माएं आती हैं तो सामाजिक परिवर्तन लाती हैं, सामाजिक कुरीतियों को मिटाती हैं, अच्छाइयों को देती हैं।
Whenever divine soul comes, there is change happens in the society, and Swamiji is a divine soul. After which arrival, there have been changes happening in the society all around.
इस काशी की पवित्र पावन भूमि पर ये शिव जी की नगरी है। शिव जी की सबसे प्यारी नगरी, बाबा भोलेनाथ की अवघड़दानी की नगरी है काशी की भूमि। हमारे बाबा कीनाराम जी इस धरती के महान संत हुए जिन्होंने की प्रकृति की व्यवस्था को भी तार तार कर दिया। उन्होंने मुर्दे से जिंदा किया। जो रामजियावा राम जी उनके शिष्य हुआ करते थे। एक मुर्दा बहते हुए जा रहा था, गुरुजी खोपड़ियों को चना खिला रहे थे। दत्त गुरु जो है कालू राम के रूप में गिरनार से यहाँ आए थे। माता रानी हिंगलाज पाकिस्तान से चलकर आई, क्रीमकुंड पर स्थापित हुई। बाबा कीनाराम जी उस समय में हमारा देश मुगलों के साम्राज्य में शिकंजे में कसता जा रहा था। साधु संतों से पकड़ करके जेल में चक्कियां चलवाया जा रहा था। बाबा कीनाराम जी 12 वर्ष की अघोर साधना गिरनार की पर्वत पर दत्त गुरु के आदेशानुसार उन्होंने किया। उस समय इनके परम शिष्य हुआ करते थे बीजाराम जी। इन्होंने भिक्षाटन के लिए भेजा। उस समय जूनागढ़ जिले का राजा अनिश था जो साधु संतों को पकड़कर जेलों में डाल देता था, उनसे जेलों की चक्कियां चलवाता था, तमाम यातनाएं देता था। बीजाराम जी जब भिक्षाटन के लिए गए तो
Swamiji is talking about Baba Kinaram ji. He said this is the place of Lord Shiva, and Kinaram ji is a great saint who has come here, and Kinaram ji had done a great tapasya of Aghora tapasya for 12 years, and he was telling about during the tenure of Kinaram Baba, there used to be a king. The dharma was in a very bad shape at that time, and the kings used to do the rule, very strong and rude ruling at that time.
बीजाराम को पकड़ करके अनीस के सैनिकों ने उन्हें जेल में डाल दिया। बाबा जब ध्यान लगाए तो बीजाराम जी को देखे कि जेल में पड़े हुए हैं। बाबा भी चल दिए। अनीस के सिपाही बाबा को भी पकड़कर जेल में डाल दिए। बाबा के पास एक कुबड़ी रहा करती थी। उसी कुबड़ी से उन्होंने उन चक्कियों को छू दिया। चक्कियां चलने लगी, रुकने का नाम ही नहीं ले रही थी। अनीस के सैनिक देख करके घबरा गए कि ये क्या हो गया कि चक्कियां रुकने का नाम ही नहीं ले रही हैं। वो राजा के पास गए। अनीस भी वहां आया, देख रहा है कि चक्कियां चलने का नाम ही नहीं रुक रही हैं। तो उसने बाबा के यहाँ नतमस्तक हुआ, उनसे माफी मांगी। बाबा के आदेशानुसार समस्त संतों को उसने रिहा किया।
The king was so suddenly the king was kept one person and put in the jail. Then when Baba protested, he also got Baba and put him in the jail. Then suddenly Kinaram Baba just touched the mixture, the grinder. That time there used to be stone grinder in the jail. So when he touched the grinder, it continuously started moving, and then it didn't stop. Even everybody got stunned how it is moving on its own. Then the information went to the king. The king came to saw, and then he saw that the Baba's power is so much that anything he wants he can do. So he surrendered to Babaji, and then Babaji came out.
देखिए, समय समय पर महान आत्माएं जब भी आई तो एक संदेश जनता को दिए। महात्मा बुद्ध जी भी इसी काशी के पवित्र पावन भूमि पर आकर के उनको शांति मिली। उनको ज्ञान तो जो है बोध गया में ही मिल गया था, लेकिन शांति जो है काशी की धरती पे ही मिली। मनुष्य जीवन में सबसे बड़ी शांति है। शांति मन से मिलती है, शांति विचार और भाव से मिलती है। आज हमारे बीच में स्वामी जी को देखकर मुझे बहुत प्रसन्नता हो रही है कि आप धर्म के लिए इतने लड़ रहे हैं।
Today in the world, everybody wants peace, and peace can be attained by sadbhav and right thinking. And today he is so happy to see Swamiji radiating that and leading people into the path of peace, and he is so happy for that.
कुछ लोग आलोचना भी कर रहे थे स्वामी जी का। मैं उन लोगों से कहना चाहता हूं कि धर्म की आलोचना नहीं होनी चाहिए, संत की आलोचना नहीं होनी चाहिए। विवेक भगवान का है। अगर आप किसी संत की आलोचना कर रहे हैं तो स्वयं आप अपनी आलोचना कर रहे हैं, भगवान की आलोचना कर रहे हैं।
He wants to tell to the people, some people who just criticized Swamiji, that when you are criticizing a master, you are criticizing God himself. And he is telling you can never criticize God, you can never criticize a saint, you can never criticize dharma.
धर्म हमारा यही सिखाता है कि आपस में प्रेम होना चाहिए। आलोचनाएं होनी चाहिए, लेकिन उसका एक सिस्टम होना चाहिए। रही बात धर्म की, तो धर्म तो महान है। धर्म को बचाने के लिए स्वयं भगवान शंकराचार्य के रूप में आए। 24 अवतार हो चुका है भगवान का। जब जब आए तो समाज के लिए आए हैं भगवान। महान आत्माएं जो भी आती हैं वो समाज के लिए आती हैं।
Whenever any great soul comes, like Shankaracharya, always came down to protect religion. And whenever a saint appears, is to spread and protect religion.
संत भगवान का व्याख्यान रामचरितमानस में सबसे पहले तुलसीदास जी ने सब कुछ लिख दिया है। संत वंदनीय होता है, संत पूजनीय होता है।
Tulsidas ji has mentioned in his scriptures that the saints is to be worshipped.
संत अपने जीवन की सारी खुशियों को न्यौछावर करके समाज के लिए सब कुछ समर्पित करता है। संत सहे दुख पर ही लागे।
Saint sacrifices everything, gives everything to the society. So he is to be most respected.
स्वामी जी देश विदेश में हर जगह धर्म का प्रचार प्रसार कर रहे हैं। कितना महान काम है। जरा सोचिए आप लोग कि जो व्यक्ति अपने जीवन का सारा समय परमार्थ के लिए कर रहा हो, धर्म के लिए कर रहा हो, समाज के लिए कर रहा हो, वो कितना ही वंदनीय है।
The person who does everything for others' benefit, he is to be worshipped only.
आज पूरा विश्व शांति की कल्पना करता है, शांति की तरफ देख रहा है, लेकिन कुछ तत्व ऐसे हैं जो समाज में अशांति फैलाते हैं, विघटनकारी व्यवस्था करते हैं।
Today the whole world is looking towards peace. Everyone is looking towards peace. But in such time, some elements, they wants to create ruckus in the society.
भगवान उन्हें भी सद्बुद्धि दें।
Let God give them right knowledge.
कि वो समाज के मुख्य धारा में आकर के कंधे से कंधा मिलाकर वो भी जो चले।
They should come into the mainstream society and live with the mainstream society.
सच कहूं तो आप लोगों को देखकर इतनी खुशी हो रही है। आप लोग तमाम देशों से आए हुए हैं।
Truly speaking, seeing you, I am feeling so happy. You all have come from various countries.
अतिथि देवो भव, आप हमारे भगवान के स्वरूप हैं।
You are guest here and you are like God. You are the God because guest is God.
मैं बाबा विश्वनाथ जी से, काशी कोतवाल भैरवनाथ जी से, मोक्षदायिनी माँ गंगा जी से यही प्रार्थना करता हूँ कि आप लोगों को आजीवन सुख और शांति प्रदान करें।
I pray to Lord Shiva, Kashi Vishwanatha. I pray to Ma Ganga Maya, and also I pray to Kal Bhairav that all of you get peace and bliss for your whole life.
तो स्वामी जी को प्रणाम, समस्त भक्तजनों को शुभ आशीर्वाद, समस्त संत जनों को मेरा हार्दिक शुभ प्रणाम।
He's offering his pranam to Swamiji and his blessings to all the devotees and his greetings to all the saints sitting here in the audience.
नित्यानन्देश्वर सदाशिव समारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि आदिशक्तिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्य पर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरु परंपरा। I welcome you all with my love and respect. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, samajis, satsangis, Srimahans, Mahants, Tanedar Kotaris, visitors, viewers, everyone sitting with us all over the world, Nitya Satsangis, Sarvangipede Jamans, everyone sitting with us all over the world through Nityananda TV and two-way video conferencing. I welcome every one of you with my love and respects. I'll give the essence of what I am conveying in last few satsangs. First thing, anything you fill in your logic becomes your imagination, whether oneness or any decision you take, anything you fill your logic, it becomes your imagination. Anything you fill your breath, your heart, it becomes your visualization. Anything you fill your depth, that becomes your declaration. Then comes time, length, breadth, depth, time. Only anything becomes part of your space can be ever yours. Till something has not become part of your space, it cannot be yours. It is only your imagination, visualization, declaration. Length, breadth, depth. Listen. I made a statement, ferociousness breaks the time layer, removes tiredness, depression, boredom associated to length, breadth, depth, and makes anything as your space. The example story I gave, Bhishma. Understand? Two incidents I gave. In my life, one day I missed the morning Manglarati in Ramakrishna Mutt. Mutt has a beautiful routine. Early morning, during the summer it is 4 o'clock and during the winter it is 4:30. The morning Manglarati, everyone has to come and sit and do the spiritual routine. One day I missed the morning Mangalarti because I overslept. I did not do the cute analysis. Oh, what is the pattern? What must be the reason I overslept? I did not do all that cute diagnosis analysis. It was a ferocious decision. I think we should stop sleeping, that's all. The ferociousness with which I decided to stop sleeping. Only next 3-4 days I did not sleep. But the ferociousness was powerful enough to open my time layer. My decision to be in Mangalarati moved from length, imagination, breadth, visualization, depth, declaration to the space. Time opened up. And after that, not only I never missed Mangalarati, never sleep was a voting component of my life. Understand this word. Sleep lost voting right in my life's any decision. Any decision I took in my life, sleep, tiredness, depression, boredom, all the four are same. Tiredness, is the chemical effect of sleep. Depression is the psychological effect of sleep. Boredom is emotional effect of sleep. Coma is physiological, psychological, emotional effect of sleep. Death is the conscious effect of sleep. After that day, no decision could be influenced. Understand? After that, no decision in my life was influenced by sleep. The story of Bhishma. He goes to the woman. Santanu has fallen in love. Actually, he is going to pick up a girl for his father. That itself was not usual in Vedic tradition. And she expresses the fear that my son will not be a king. So I don't want to marry your father because you will be the king. Even if you don't become, your son will fight for the throne. See the ferociousness with which he handles the problem. He is not saying, don't worry, I will not fight, I will make sure my son does not fight. No. The ferociousness. I declare myself Akanda Brahmachari. Understand, the scene is described by Vyasa. It was such fantastic scene. Son sacrificing his life for father's lust, which is not dharmically expected. Dharmically, he is not expected to do this. He just deals the whole problem with ferociousness and says, not only I will be a servant forever to the Hastinapur throne, he declares himself as a servant of the Hastinapur throne forever, and he died for Hastinapur throne till the end. Understand? He dropped his body to protect Hastinapur throne. The last act he did, giving all the spiritual and dharmic strength he had to Dharmaraja, now who is Hastinapur throne head. Before he left the body, he made sure the right person is in the Hastinapur throne, Yudhishthira. And he infuses all his best things, Vishnu Sahasranama, and the system to rule. Both he gives to Yudhishthira. I don't know how many of you know, Vishnu Sahasranama was chanted by Bhishma on deathbed. On arrow bed, he chanted, and he gifted the great spiritual principles, the principles of administrating a country through a spiritual way, and gave literally everything to Hastinapur throne and left the body. Listen. See, in our Puranas, every incident and the boon and the whole story you need to connect and see Only then you will understand the principles. He declares with all the ferociousness, no more sex. I am a brahmachari, Aganda brahmachari. Understand the ferociousness. Time opens. Listen, whenever something happens on the planet Earth, when the time layer opens, the gods and goddesses shower the flowers. Any incident you read, Devatas were showering the flowers, that incident will be directly related to opening of the time. What is opening of the time? Your vow or the decision is from space, not restricted by time. Understand? Something is imagination, visualization, declaration, if it is bound by time. The same thing, if it is not bound by time, it becomes your space. It becomes your space. If you take the vow of integrity for 3 months, you will be constantly tired, bored, depressed, frustrated. Oh, this is binding. Anything which you think you will break will tire you, bore you, depress you, and force you to break it immediately. Why delay? Most of these people who take some vows for a few days and try to practice, they end up like that only. I know one fellow from Tiruvannamalai, he will go to Sabarimala every year. The day he finishes the darshan, the way he will rush to the lower camp and run to the liquor shop. Because almost for 20 to 30 days he did not touch the liquor. I used to think, then what he must be thinking in Sabarimala when he was going. Because the speed with which he will rush back. Anything is kanta, broken, brings tiredness, means within that time, it does not become part of you. It does not become your space. When Bhishma declares, everyone knows his power of integrity. And he says, I am Akanda Brahmachari. Over, everyone knows it is beyond death. Not even till death, beyond death. In Bengali there is a proverb. They always remind in Ramakrishna Math. A sannyasi can be declared pure only the direction, the way his ashes flow after his dead body is burnt. After you are dead and your body is put to the fire, the way it flows means even that ash should not flow in any wrong direction. It's a very symbolic proverb. Only the ash, the direction of the ash of the sannyasi's fire can prove his purity. Means that ability of akanda, that proves whether something has become your space or not. Understand? Now, you put all these statements, the zigzag puzzle. ferociousness opens time. That makes your imagination, visualization, declaration into your space. When Bhishma declared, I am Akanda Brahmachari, the power. It was so powerful. It was so powerful. Heaven showered. Heaven showered. Understand? Any situation, if you deal it with ferociousness, your declaration becomes space. Your declaration becomes space. Where the whole nature just supports you. What makes you powerlessness? Your own fear or incompletion or distrust on you. You may not stand with something which you are declaring forever, whether it is a sannyas or marriage or oneness or Shakti manifestation, whatever. Your own feeling, you may not stand with it, or you may not be capable of standing with it. That makes you powerless, and that makes things only as a imagination, visualization or declaration without letting it become space. Understand? If you declare from your space the oneness, now you will manifest all the powers of Sadashiva. Because the initiation is same. It's not that initiation is going to change. Initiation is same. That's not going to change. Antidote for not manifesting powers is ferociousness. You just need to add more ferociousness in your oneness declaration. Your inner space need to be told ferociously, oneness is going to be the space from which I am going to make all the decisions. All my decisions are going to be from oneness. All my decisions are going to be from the logic of oneness, visualization of oneness, depth of oneness. Understand? If you want to have a big breakthrough in power manifestation, I am giving you the knack technique. Ferociously deal with your powerlessness. Let ferociousness become the attitude with which you deal your powerlessness. As I told you, the moment I saw the hypocrisy of the society, my ferocious response to the society is my satya. When I saw the stupid sexology ideas and ignorance, stupidity, hypocrisy related to sex, My ferocious response to the society is my brahmacharya. When I saw this whole possession, ownership concept stupidity, it is all about might is right. Understand? Nobody is owner. Just a mighty fellow is owner. That's all. Don't think ownership and all is absolute. No. Might is right. That's all. Is the reality of ownership. Legality of ownership and reality of ownership is different. Understand? The whole hypocrisy of the ownership and possessiveness of the society, my ferocious response to it is aparigraha. And whole society's economy system, not that somebody cheats you for money, the very concept cheats you. Not that somebody cheats you for money, exploits you for money, the very concept of money cheats you. My response to that, ferocious response to that, is asteya. My ferocious response to the philosophy, highest practiced philosophy on the planet Earth is might is right. In a way, they try to make it as right is might. But actually might is right. My ferocious response to this hypocrisy of might is right is my ahimsa. Understand, your ferociousness makes your declaration as part of your space. Bring ferociousness into your declaration of oneness, you will manifest powers. There is no other cheating methodology or knack. Hypocrisy. God is not a snake, so you play some sound and mantra and he just dances for you. No. No, you always think he's like a snake, so you play some mantra and he will just stand up and dance for you. No. Bring ferociousness into your oneness declaration. Sadashiva will manifest through you. You will manifest all the powers. The moment I made you manifest one power, I have already initiated you. After that, only help I can do to you is help you to become more ferocious in your oneness. That's all. The moment one power has manifested already, borewell is drilled and we have reached the water source. After that, I have nothing to do other than fixing you the motor pump and making the water available to you constantly. Ferociousness is the motor pump. And the source is inexhaustible. Deal with your powerlessness ferociously. Declare your oneness ferociously. The moment you decide to declare your oneness ferociously, you manifest all the powers of Mahadeva, all the powers of Sadashiva. All the powers of Sadashiva. All your powerlessness, silly conversations, silly pleasures. That's the right word I'll use. Silly pleasures. Deal all your silly thought currents, silly pleasures with ferociousness. Deal all your silly thought currents and silly pleasures with ferociousness. I tell you, especially the Adinavasis and Sangha members who are getting trained directly through Jira, understand this helps you in 10,000 ways. This Nava Avarana, Tantramsha means in Sanskrit software, 9-layer softwares with which I am training people to reflect their life. If you see, first of all, with all your integrity, record whatever you are doing and what is happening in the Jira. Within a week, you can see very clearly how shallow, silly your life is wasted and destroyed in unconsciousness. How stupid, how you are destroying your life. How your internal and external conversations are silly. Even if you think it is chilly, no, it is silly. If you document your whole day's thought current, how you spend time in tiredness, boredom, depression, inactive, and how much of time you spend active, intelligence, involved with the life, involving with the oneness, involving the power manifestation. If you see all that, then you will understand how unconscious your life is. It is like mirror, and how you can evolve you. How you can evolve you. Understand